I will get to a part, or are there any other announcements?
Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yeah, again, come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come. One more time. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come.
Good morning. Welcome to UUCC, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Canandaigua. We are a group of spiritual freethinkers who gather to celebrate life, build community, and better the world. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I'm Karen Alvarez, your worship associate and facilitator for Service Sunday. If this is your first visit, welcome. We invite you to sign the visitor's book in the entryway. Just to let you and everyone else know, this will not be our typical Sunday service format. We'll go through a shortened version of our usual service and then introduce an activity we can all work together on to help put our values into action. This will be an intergenerational service with opportunities for the kids to move around and work on art with us. We'll end the live stream early, but invite participants on Zoom to stay on to work on the project from home and to have time to socialize together. I have a few announcements to share with you today. If you have a joy or a sorrow to share, please fill out one of the cards placed on your chair or a chair nearby. We invite you to bring forward any cards you would like to share and place them in the basket at the end of the announcements. You can also come forward to drop a pebble in the water at that time if you have a joy or sorrow that you'd prefer not to share. The board has begun working closely with Team 6, the Social and Environmental Justice Group, to revitalize their mission and community involvement. To that end, Michelle and I will be reaching out to the congregation after services in person and on Zoom to discuss issues that are important to you and how you show up for them. We're hoping to focus our energy on the causes that are most important to this congregation and the larger community that we are a part of. Additionally, next week will be a First Sunday Social and Environmental Justice table at around 11 o'clock following worship. Join us to chat. We will have a table at church with information and look forward to meeting you, which will really be Michelle because I won't be here. On Sunday, March 10th, we will have the return of Potluck for the Soul, a service where we invite all of you to share your talents and big ideas. You can read a poem, perform a piece of music, show some of your art, or spend a few minutes teaching us about something that's important to you. Participants can be live in person, on Zoom, or a pre-recorded video. Contact Danielle Lyon to sign up for a slot. We will also follow that service with our usual second Sunday potluck lunch. Are there any other announcements for the good of the community? Sure.
Hi, many of you know me from times past. John Finnan. We just got back from southern Mexico and had the opportunity to interact with people who were in transit, and it's real different up close and personal. Picked up a young couple who were on their way up from, actually they were from Ecuador, and gave them a ride to the next closest point. It's difficult to give a ride long distance because there's a lot of, the federales have a lot of, you'll go through 3 or 4 different road stops. And so we gave them a ride to the next good viable crossroad. But they recharged the cell phone on the way, and we waved at some other people, and I said, "Oh, are they from Ecuador?" I said, "Oh, no, they're from Venezuela." Just real impressed by the courage of these people. And yeah, if anything's going on and anybody knows anything about involvement with the Hispanic community here, make sure to let me know.
As we prepare to be fully together, I remind you to silence your phones and devices. We now enter a space of worship, and now is the time to bring forward any joys and sorrows. If you want to stay up, this would be the chalice lighting.
Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. In your sadness and in your grief, all the pain, it seems there's no reprieve. We will hold you until the storm subsides. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide.
I invite you to join with me in our chalice lighting words as the flame is lit. Help the supervisor. We gather this hour as people of faith, joys and sorrows,
gifts and needs. We like this beacon of hope.
Now is the time in our service to join together in the spiritual practice of generosity. Our gifts of both time and money support our church in its work. Each week, we would like to spotlight a group or committee and thank them for their gift of time. On these service Sundays, we would like to thank all of you for being the kind of community that comes together to better the world and for bringing your sense of curiosity and adventure to new projects. 1/4 of our plate collection for the frozen season goes to the M.K. Gandhi Institute for Nonviolence, whose mission is to help individuals and communities develop the inner resources and practical skills needed to achieve a nonviolent, sustainable, and just world. You can give to this morning's offering by placing cash or a check into the basket or by one of the options on your screen. Please make a note that your gift is intended for today's offering. We now gratefully accept the offering. So I have a whole lot of blank joys and sorrows today, thanks to Elliot. So I'm going to assume we're all just holding these in our hearts and drop a stone in because we are. As we explore new ways of being together and being church, we've recently started a practice of hosting dinner church services on the fourth Friday of each month. Thank you, everyone who came this week. We decided that instead of having a traditional Sunday service that same weekend, we'd gather together to work on a project. For the frozen season, we'll be learning about the work of Letters Against Depression, an organization that provides hope and support to those battling mental illnesses through the power of handwritten letters. We'll watch the intro video on how to sign up and get started writing letters as a volunteer, and then work together to make cheer cards that will go to those in our community who could use a bit of brightness in their day. If you are at home and have the art supplies to make physical cards, feel free to distribute them yourself or let Danielle Lyon know if you'd like someone to come and pick them up. If you'd rather spend the time making a virtual card, signing up to write a handwritten letter, or sending an email to someone who could use a pick-me-up, that's okay too. Thank you all who are joining us on YouTube or Zoom today. We'll be ending the live stream now, but keep Zoom open. If you'd like to learn more about Letters Against Depression, please visit www